I think our teams are very similar. And in fact, like mine was going to be almost exactly the same as yours. And I was like, all right, better tweak a few things. All right. So for me, it is very hard to argue anything else but the Eagles at the top spot. I
Hmm.
understand they had a little trouble with the Cowboys, but still, Jalen Hurts looked massively impressive. And remember, they played this game without Jalen Carter. So that is a huge hole on the defense to fill. Number two, how do you watch the Bills Ravens game and not be impressed by that? So that's going to be
Hmm.
2 and 3 for me. The Bills defense obviously gave up some plays, but how do you defend Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, and DeAndre Hopkins making bananas catches? So Bills and Ravens at 2 and 3. Next up, we're going to go with the Packers. Thought the Packers looked really good against the Lions. Also, the addition of Micah Parsons, who is playing a bigger role from the jump than I expected. I thought maybe they would like put him in like little
Yeah.
doses, but he made a huge play in that game towards the end. He is definitely a difference maker on the defense. And then finally, in my first set of rankings, I had the Chiefs in there out of
Hmm.
respect. So here's the thing. If you take down somebody who's in the top five, I feel like you should be in the top five. So now
Hmm.
the Chargers make the top five for me. Justin Herbert looked incredible, rejuvenated, and like he has a full reign on the offense because he's always been a good passer. But sometimes I think people wonder what he would look like in this Harbaugh offense because obviously Jim Harbaugh likes to run the football, but he took over that game and unseated the Chiefs, which is a big deal, especially in that division. So there you have it. Those are my power rankings.
Well, I'm almost exactly with your
Mm.
rankings. Our only difference is at 5, and I honestly went back and forth yesterday when I was getting ready for the show. And I go Commanders, Chargers, Commanders, Chargers. So 1 is Eagles for me as well. I just feel like that, look, until we see otherwise, they're obviously the defending champs. They're going to be better this week with Jalen Carter. I like them against the Chiefs, laying a point in Kansas City. And the thing about the Eagles is sometimes the Eagles are so ho hum in the way that they win that it doesn't have the, let me put it this way, it's like when you watch the Bills and Ravens go at it, like it's such an exciting game and it goes back and forth and you have this incredible finish and it leaves you with this feeling of euphoria. But the Eagles are still, at least until we see otherwise, the most complete team in football, even if they don't necessarily win with that panache. So Philly number 1, Bills number 2, Josh Allen playing like an absolute maniac. They're going to get better on defense as the season goes on, I believe. And when you have a guy like that in the fourth quarter who is as good as anyone, I saw a stat the other day that when you look at fourth quarter touchdowns, fourth quarter stats over the past, I don't know, like decade, like Josh Allen is a top 5 guy. He is so good in those moments. Ravens are 3. They're right there. Everyone knows they can beat anyone any given Sunday. They just have to get over that hump and hold on to those big leads. Packers at 4. I know you mentioned Micah Parsons, and you're right. And it's not just Micah himself. It's like Micah doesn't, he's one of those guys where even if it doesn't show up on the stat sheet, he's making a difference. Like even if he's not sacking you, guess what? He's just hovering over. He's like breathing down your neck, and he just has energized that entire defense. Packers look really good. I almost went Chargers at 5. I went back and forth between the Commanders and Chargers. I'm going to give it to the Commanders just because I was so impressed with their defensive line. Like it was a huge question coming into the season. They're going to be tested tonight. But man, they just did not give up anything. The Giants got nothing going on the ground, and particularly in the red zone, like inside the 5, those guys just manned up. Even the guys who aren't considered big names like a Dietrich Wise was massive in that game. And so they're going to rotate guys throughout the season and wear out opposing offensive lines. That's huge for a Commanders team that clearly has offensive pieces. So I'm going to go Commanders instead of Chargers. But it was close.